evening spiritual collective. Universe, spirit, guides, gods, goddesses, angels, demons, spirits above, below, and in between. What message do you have for us on this night to guide us through the coming days for our highest good, soul's evolution? Let it be. Amen. Okay. We got a spiritual throwdown in my lap, okay? Spiritual throwdown. So something's happening on the other side. You're being defended. People may be trying to bring something to you spiritually, and you're, flinging it right back at them, and it's smacking them down. Okay, something like that. That's what's happening. But that's direct for you. So expect like there's gonna be some spiritual back and forth, but you're gonna handle your spirit guides, your spirit, you and your spirit, like you're all gonna handle it. Okay, don't worry about it. Owl spirit. Okay. Oh, owl spirit. Okay. Connect to owls right now. Owl magic. Definitely some dark goddesses here. Connected to owls, getting Lilith, also getting Hecate. So dark goddesses. The other side, connecting, also getting eyes. You have a lot of power. Okay, yeah, okay. Interesting. It's blank card. How did a blank card get in there? Oh, okay. Interesting. The void. Clearing your mind. So hey, there's something there. Okay. The moon. The moon. Okay. So you have moon and owl spirits. So night right now. The time of the full moon is going to be very important. Connection to night, to the moon, to deities. You need to tap in. A lot of witchcraft right now for you and others. Interesting. You'll be getting messages a lot, especially like through dreams, through meditations, especially at night, but definitely I'm getting a lot through dreams of the ocean. The ocean is important. You have a strong connection to the ocean. Water, the tides, the moon. Okay? There's something there. The depths of the ocean. The subconscious mind. The vastness. Where the ocean and the sky meet. Liminality. Okay? Alright. And interesting, we had a blank card in there as well. Blank space in between. Liminality, the void. That's interesting. Okay, so there's that. And then the top message when I put the deck down is on a soul level. So very spiritual time. Very spiritual time right now for you. Really connecting with your magic is going to be very important for you. Yes, magic. Okay, so this is a very spiritual message based off of your practice and how you connect to spiritual matters, spirituality, the other side. Okay. 1 second. Okay. All right. Just seeing what calls to me in this message. Okay. Ooh. The 2 of Cups. There's a partnership here. I'm also getting a spiritual union here. You have very strong angelic, or spirit guides in general. Communing with spirits right now. Offerings, communion, calling through prayers or communications with spirits, working with spirits for a higher purpose for yourself. Getting that. Okay. Okay. We get the High Priestess in my lap. In my lap. Again, intuition, higher knowing, the moon. I'm getting the moon here. The moon is behind her. Something there for you. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. One second. Okay. You're very much leading the way here, and you're moving. You're moving forward, like, rapidly. The universe is extending its hand to you. You're on the move. You're leading a charge. You're moving forward in a very strong way, and the universe is also helping you. Like, you're really invited to move at a very fast rate. I'm getting very fast rate for you. You're going to be successful, but you're definitely leading a charge in spiritual matters. Connecting with spirituality, I'm getting, is very important. It's helping you move forward. Again, your movement is accelerated right now. Okay? Very accelerated. You're advancing at a high level. Moving very fast. Okay? And it'll lead to your success. Ooh, hoodoo witch, conjuring magic. Okay. Wow. Not afraid to be perceived as dark. Not afraid to really be connected to earthly or even perceived dark energies. Light and dark, you work with whatever in between. Earth magic, homemaking, and magic. Okay, the home is very important to you. Really get in tune with your surroundings and how they affect you and affect your magic and affect your mind. You're going to be reading a lot more. You're going to be studying a lot more to enhance the magic that you're already doing. I'm getting. You're opening up to different types of magic. I'm also getting spirits coming through. Like, obviously, spirits come through. But I'm also getting the spirits of deceased. And possibly your ancestors, since we have hereditary witch blood magic. I'm getting that you have a connection also with past witches through, like, there's blood and hereditary coming through here, yeah, ancestors, but there's also a line to other witches here through power, through witchcraft, that you can tap into as well. You're not afraid to use darker, or again, perceive darker forms of magic. You're not afraid to spill blood. I don't know if that's triggering for some people, but you are on a witchcraft channel, so. Witchlit inquisitive magic. Okay. This could have been a curiosity that you've had since you were young. You could have been practicing in different ways without even knowing when you were young. A lot of children do. They have this connection. Oh, I didn't notice that before. There's a witch flying. She's seeing a witch flying in front of the moon with the crows or bats. No, they're those bats. Let's see. Bats and birds. But anyways, there's something very, again, inquisitive about you. You like to really move into new ways of doing magic that expand you. Influencer witch. Persuasion magic. Oh, wow. So you could have a channel, or you're looking into starting a channel. This would be a good move for you. All these decks here. So probably a reader. It's all their decks. That's cute. You could be speaking out, speaking about witchcraft in a public eye. You could be writing or speaking. Okay. Air witch, sword magic. Again, yeah, this intellect, and there's something here with really being connected to intellectual pursuits and magic as well. Okay. You're tapped into the truth of things, into the underlying thing, the principles of magic. Wow. I've gotten this one before. Environmental witch, ecological magic. So yeah, working with the environment, working to help the environment as well, working through the environment, but also working in different ways to clean up the environment as well. Okay. So these are different ways you can tap into your magic right now that would really be helpful. With this light and dark juxtaposition here, really communicates that you are very multifaceted in your practice. Very earthly, but also very celestial and cosmic too. Gypsy witch, travel magic. Travel magic. Okay, you know how we were talking about you're going to... Yeah, okay. Get going, get moving. You're on a roll. You're definitely going. Again, I said an eclectic mix, and here we have the Gypsy Witch. And also too, when we're talking about this influencer card, along with moving, like, again with this card, you're leading the charge. You're leading away in some way. You're having influence over others. Okay. Sometimes the decks are really, okay, this deck is going to be, and the cards stick, and you really got to shuffle them. So they're sticking. Okay. Not a sinner. Okay. Not a sinner. He's like really trying to come off as like, oh, I'm really good, I'm really innocent. There may be other people who want to see you as a sinner, and maybe you feel like you have to be like, oh, well, I'm not like that, or I'm not a bad person, I'm not a bad witch, because some of this stuff can be perceived bad even though you do not really engaged in like really things that people think that you'd be engaged in. You're not, but And then there's some of you may feel a need to explain that. Or there's people who you may be coming up against, people who are holier than thou. Oh, I'm not a sinner, but you are. So this could be in different ways for different people, depending on your deal. There's definitely some people trying to come off as pious probably around you. A turning point. Yeah, okay. A turning point. 1 second. Oh, she's got a knife in her hand. It says around the corner. Interesting. What's that on the ground? Excuse me, I'm sorry. I want to get the most from this image. This is a rather new deck. The winds of change. Something's changing. Obviously, turning point. Something around the corner that you're going to be ready for, or that you feel you need to be ready for. You might be defensive. We'll look a little more into that. Vulnerable warrior. Okay. So you are a warrior. You are ready to defend yourself. Again, with this spiritual throwdown here that we originally got with the original cards. And definitely people flinging something at you that you feel you have to defend yourself with, that you feel you have to be ready for. But you are a warrior. You do have a vulnerable side, though. And you could sometimes feel like this makes you weak, but it doesn't. As long as you are very strong, so you don't really need to worry about not being able to defend yourself, especially when you have spirits that are going to help you. Radiant witch here. Yes, you are very radiant. Also very protected, very connected. I feel like you do have a soft side, alright? You know, you have this very strong side, but you also have a very soft and sweet vibe to you. Again, with this not a sinner too, and there's something that there, right? Wild medicine, again with this earth magic coming through in this connection with animals, okay? The animal kingdom may also be really able to tap into your spirit, animal spirit guides, animal archetype spirits. You're able to really connect into, may do some animal astral shape-shifting as well. That is possible. Jaded heart. Yeah, you may have went through some things here that have made you somewhat jaded. Dark jewel. Okay, again, with this light and darkness and this way that you radiate in darkness and light, okay? You're able to bring this beautiful spirituality out of you that's very multifaceted, and it's really rooted in both light and dark, okay? Fresh air. Get out in the fresh air, get out in nature. Also, too, there's a beginning here, this fresh new beginning, right? They're talking about moving forward. Again, we have fresh air and we have air witch. So you may really want to work with the air element. Definitely get outside as well with this ecological magic and these wild medicine here. So there's definitely something there for you. But whatever you're doing, you're going, you're moving forward, and you're not really letting yourself stagnate, okay? Definitely not. You have 3 movement cards here. You've got rebirth here. You've got strong spirituality, and you're highly influential. So all of that is really wonderful for you. We have of the ocean, so I'm going to pull from this Sisters of the Sea deck and see what message is there, because there's definitely something there for you. We have myrrh meetings and the deep child within. Okay, so inner child is coming out here too. Remember we had this, the child, the witchlet here. The witchlet inquisitive magic. The inner child coming out to play also in your magic as well, as you just healing your inner child, getting in touch with your inner child to really connect and bring that into your life for healing and for movement forward. It's going to help you, right? Myrrh meeting. Okay. Could be meeting someone of who's different from you but like-minded in many ways. Another fellow spiritual person, possibly, who's able to help you and you're able to help them see things differently, but also be connected. There's also this element, because there was movement to these cards, that people want to affect with this spiritual throwdown, and some of the stuff that's been aimed at you was to get you to be in this hurt childhood state, to feel like you were rejected, so that you aren't able to connect with others in a healthy way. So this is twofold. So watch out for that. Again, with this spiritual throwdown, you're being protected from this. So again, yeah, you may find it hard to trust, but know too that you're so protected and you're so strong in your boundaries that you don't need to shut yourself off from every single thing coming in, right? That you can be vulnerable. With this vulnerable warrior here, again, you can open up and be strong at the same time. It's very important to do both, okay? All right. You got sea spirits, messages, and connection here. Okay. Sea spirits, messages, and connection. Again, with these spiritual messages coming through, a highly spiritual time where you're going to get a lot of messages through dream work and meditation and connection. Yeah, you're definitely connected to your guides here. You need to connect more. You need to make sure that you're taking the time to consciously, purposefully connect to spirit, okay? To connect with your guides, to really be with them, work magic with them. You know, whatever you do to acknowledge them in your life, to call upon, whatever you do, that this needs to be amplified in your life right now. They're definitely working in your favor. So yeah, it would be within your best interest to really connect with them on a deeper level, okay? Really deepen that connection, really solidify that bond so that your magic is even stronger and your connection to the divine is even stronger, okay? That's really important. So don't be afraid to open up a little bit. Don't be afraid to connect with others and spirit, okay? You've come a long way, you're influential, and you're a very magical person.